Shalom.
All
right, Jim, that's Charlotte Midweek Camp back at your live effect. All right, bring it out. The Holy Spirit with the dash. Before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who taught us the truth. Double salutations to all you occupants, the laborer in the house of David, the elect. He's pushing his word with all truth, right and sincerity. Shalom to your brothers. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.
Hey, how about
back out here now. So, hey, eventually, as I said in the lesson that I did, hey, you can't ignore the prophecies nor the prophets, man. All right, and the Lord has this thing set up where, hey, you're gonna have to hear us, man. You know, we're at the point where now you got to acknowledge the prophecies, you got to acknowledge everything that the prophets of Yahweh are talking about. All right, you can't ignore us no more, man. How does the quote go from Gandhi? First they ignore you, then they fight you, and you win. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. You know, you got something here.
that quote you said,
I believe it was from Gandhi, right?
that's from Gandhi.
Right. First they ignore you, right? And they acknowledge you and fight you, something like that. And that's what's going on in the spirit, man. Hey, because like we talk about, the Lord is moving everything out of the way that's not in the truth, right? You see what's going on in Hollywood, these celebrities, the podcast world.
Bro, you're seeing how this world truly operates.
Yeah.
Now it's going down to the spirituals being exposed.
Yes.
So you see this place for what it really is.
That's
now.
it.
You know, so the quote is from Mahatma Gandhi. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you.
Yeah, they ignored us like we didn't exist.
Yep.
Then they laughed at us, they mocked us and scoffed us. Well,
then they fight you.
And now you got the Christian church. These apologists, these bug outs trying to call debunking the truth.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Right.
Go ahead. Then you win. Hey, we're right there. Hey, as is written in the story. You know, the obtaining the victory, man.
He said, I know you might name something that you heard that you got wrong.
I say it did, and it was outside of the range.
Name something that people know is wrong that ended up being right all the time. People are like the Hebrew Israelites, right? You know, so everybody knows what's going on, know where the truth is coming from.
Right.
Now, whether or not they receive it or not, that's up to the Lord. But we're seeing this thing being made manifest as we speak.
Yeah, you got to go ahead.
Real quick, this is Romans chapter 10, verse 18. What I say, have they heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, their words into the ends of the world. You know, so like the elder was saying, man, all right, you people can no longer deny the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, everybody has come to the realization that what we've been telling you all these years is now coming to pass to show that this is true. Whereas this Bible is faithful and true, and the Lord has set up teachers out here after his own heart, all right, that are bringing his people back unto him, man, all right, and condemning the world, man. So everything that we've been telling you people, y'all finally starting to realize it, but probably, all right, it's going to be too late. But when you let the Lord is still here, time to repent, come back into him, until he fully closes the doors of mercy.
That's what you say. Who is sufficient for these things, man?
Right.
You know? Verse 3 or 4.
This is Isaiah chapter 62. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
Yeah, that's the prophets, the watchmen. Go ahead.
Which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Right. Well, that's why do you think the internet is flooded 24/7?
That's right.
Day in and day out.
That's right.
One side of the world to the other side of the world. The prophet, the news, the prophecies. All right. The end times, the events. Measure the time diligently within itself. Go ahead.
It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right. So there's no way you can ignore this thing.
Nope.
You know, give them no rest until Jerusalem become a praise and be established in the earth. All right, you're not going to be able to just act like you didn't see the prophets and hear the word, man. It's not going to happen. The Lord purposely magnifying his word in these last days before the destruction comes. All right, because it has to be this way so you people don't have no cloak. Right. You have no excuse to say you didn't hear about it. Right?
Because the point has been made so much and so clearly that if you still refuse to acknowledge that this word is true, it's because you yourself are making it known that you're denying this is the truth, man. Real quick. Peter chapter 3, verse 5. For this willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and the water, whereby the world that was then was overflowed with water perished. And we go into that because we know the reason why the Lord put back then during the time of Noah is because that the wickedness of men was so high that the Lord repented that he made man. So in his anger, he flooded the earth and killed everybody, people. All right? It says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, the new world, this current world, by the same word are kept or reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So like the same thing we're telling you today's time. All right, this world is so wicked because Yahweh Shem Yahushua allowing that wickedness to continue to be brought out to where when the iniquity has become fulfilled, the Lord's going to issue out that judgment. Because every kingdom, the Lord has a line of wickedness that it has to reach to before he announces that judgment. You know? So Babylon is just about at its field, man. And the Lord's about to make a move on this place soon come. So you people that see this, like you're seeing all the videos on niggas, and the niggas like it. Alright, let's focus on the Edomites. The nasty niggas, the politicians, the presidents, the niggas from Epstein Island, Pizzagate, all these different things. You're seeing how that's ran. You're seeing these damn small hats are going around the world killing, straight genociding people for no. Alright, you're seeing all the wickedness being done. So you can tell something is about to happen. The Lord is about to do something. So if you continue to turn a blind eye because you're willfully ignorant.
2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 15. And the Lord powered their fathers by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending.
Yeah. See, one reoccurring thing that you read throughout the scriptures is that Israel always ignored, mocked, and killed the prophets. Until what? Until the Lord brought destruction. It's no different in this time. All right? Hey, remember, Noah was ignored. They scoffed at him. He was building the ark. They didn't believe that the flood was going to happen, and it happened. See?
Just as the other prophets, when certain kings, when they were given a warning from the prophets like Jeremiah, Isaiah, and so on, they did the same thing. They mocked at him. They tried to kill him. Some of the prophets had to go in hiding. Then the Lord judges,
Rising up betimes and sending because he had compassion on his people.
Hey, the fact that we out here is the Lord having compassion upon his people, man. Remember, the Lord didn't have to tell you, he didn't have to warn you, man. So this, the fact that you see his mirror on the four corners of the heavens is mercy from the Lord, man. Right? And a lot of our people are going to take that for granted as we're going to read here.
Compassion on his people and on his dwelling place, but they mocked the messengers of the time.
But they mocked us. They mocked the messengers. They scoffed, right? Go ahead.
And despised his words.
And hated the word of the Lord. Go ahead.
And misused his prophets.
Yep.
Until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, there was no remedy.
Yep. Until there was no remedy, man. And this is what we're telling you. The judgment that the Lord is about to bring, the sword, all right, the punishment. All right, those scourges, as you read in 2nd 16th chapter, it's not going to be no remedy. The Lord said these people shall know death by pain, man. Right? But before it happens, hey, you heard, you prophets first. Right? Started with GMS, Great Millstone, man. Our elders and bishops went down.
Yeah.
See?
Because the statement you made, the Lord is showing you that we here in Great Millstone have 100% truth, man. All right, and with that being said, we're giving you everything that you need to know so that you understand what's coming, why these things are happening, and what's coming. Well, nobody else can give you the answer that we've been telling you.
3037.
This is Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 18. I cry out, my splendor is gone.
Everything I had hoped for from the Lord is lost. The thought of my suffering and homelessness is bitter beyond words. I will never forget this awful time as I grieve over my loss. I dare to hope when I remember this. The faithful love of Yahweh never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning, you know? So here it is, the prophets are out day in and day out as a sign of the Lord's mercy. But our people are slapping away that opportunity to make use of the Lord's mercy while it's still afforded to them, you know?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, and we'll start at verse 30. And it reads, also, now son of man, children of my people still are talking against thee by the walls and the doors of the houses.
Yeah, that shows you Jake be watching, man. Jake be in the cut, like I said, sneak watching, man. Right, talking shit. You know, because hey, our people watch the videos for entertainment and controversy. You know, go ahead.
Taking on, it says, and speaking one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
Exactly, they're going to prophets right there. Yeah. They're going to men of the Lord right there. Let's see what they got to say. They're going to Hebrews, the black Hebrews as they call us, right? Right? Which we not black. Niggas got to learn to let that go, man. Go ahead.
Taking on, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. Yep. They hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, Jacob come up looking like he's sincere, right? Really inquiring on how, you know, how to fear the Lord, what to do to get right. But Jake ain't doing nothing. You know, Jake is good showing face and, you know, lip service and shit, man.
Shalom, brother.
Right. They can take that interaction and go on TikTok and make a money.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Hey, you know how many brothers or some people we seen, brothers, that said they'd be back and we never seen them again? You know?
So they preach your verbal contract?
There you go.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. As the people come up, and they before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they would not do them.
Yeah, hey, Jake is hearing the words. Yeah. All right, yeah, like I said, these people like they're ignoring us, but they're hearing what we're saying, man. You know? But they're not going to the Lord. Go ahead.
So you know, but with their mouth they shoot love, but their heart goes after their own covenant.
Yeah, Jake will dig you up, shalom, and salute you, right? But their mind is functioning towards their own devices, man. Jake still gonna do what they want to do.
Well, the Prophet Zachariah did a video, you know, showing Jake in the church with fringes on.
Yeah, right.
You know, so they hear the words, but you know, Jake ain't. It's not sinking in with him. You know, the branches don't go all the top with him to a lot of our people. You know, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 32, and lo,
that's right.
Thou art unto them a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on the instrument. When they hear thy words, but they will not do them. And when this comes to pass, lo, it will come, shall they know that a prophet have been among them. You know, so, you know, when all hell break loose out there, and Jake really start to see the prophets really jump off, you know, like the mandatory implementation of the MOTB, you know, the time of trouble, this is when Jake is going to realize, like, damn, you know, after a while, a lot of our people, they're going to be like, damn, man, those guys were right. You know, those guys that were standing out there, you know, looking like Power Rangers, you know, those bummer lights. You know, we were right the whole time, man. You know, but, you know, a lot of our people, they let TikTok be their prophet, man. You know, so when everything, you know, all said and done happens, that's when they're going to know, you know, that the man of the Lord was sitting out there the whole time, every Saturday.
Yeah, Esau showing in their movies. Every end of the world movie, you got a person in the movie with a sign, the end of the world. And they'll always show you, we're always there. If somebody get Jeremiah 28 real quick, because the Lord always give you that token before he's about to make a move. Right? That, like I said earlier, that iniquity had to be fulfilled, you know, to that limit the Lord wanted to get to when he made a move. But before that happened,
he'll give warning so that his elect will hear that word and so they don't take part in that judgment.
Yeah, sin and transgression is at its highest point on the planet Earth.
Right.
We live in an era where there's no boundaries, right? There's no limit, right? When it comes, the scriptures even talk about that in Job, right? There's no limit to his wickedness. You see what I'm saying? That's why life can't be prolonged under this man's rulership.
And actually, it's gotten so bad, the scripture tell you that our people's sins have surpassed the wicked. And that's another reason why this world is so wicked, because Esau is allowing Jacob to pretty much, do as thou wilt, to the point to where they're destroying themselves and the earth. Because like I said, the earth and we have a symbiotic relationship. And when we are not about the order that the Lord gave us, everything else suffers.
So Jeremiah chapter 28, and starting verse 7, it says, Nevertheless, hear thou this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people, the prophets that have been before me, and before thee of old, side both against many countries, and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so if you pay attention to the formula of the Lord, all right, he does the same thing every kingdom. So America, Babylon, is no different. The only problem today is that not only are people not realize that they are Israelites, but they don't understand the role of what the Lord and the prophets are for. All right, so you have in history and time, you read about when the people would encounter the prophet, it was a matter of fear with them. The example was Samuel. When he came into the city, they were asking him, coming with peace or peace. And he coming down peacefully. And that remnants of fear. But now, these niggas don't fear nothing, man. The fear is absent from this world. The only fear that you niggas got is of Esau, man.
Yeah, start at 18.
So Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 18. And therefore the Lord wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him.
Blessed are all they that wait for him. And it said he's a power of peace, brother. He said he was a power of judgment. The scriptures say the Lord is known by his judgments. And that's another thing, like priest. Jake is seeing these judgments, man. Jake is seeing the terror of the Lord, man. And it's because like I said, here it is. People say that the Bible ain't real. God is fake, whatever these people say, right? But the philosophy that you try to, it doesn't tell you shit about what's going on the earth, right? What's we're living in, the beast system that's coming to pass, all right? All these calamities, the wars, all right? Your enslaved condition here at Babylon. None of these other idols and philosophies talk about that, man. But everybody got something to say about the scripture, right? But all those words, like Yahweh Shai said in Matthew 12:36, hey, every other word you should give an account thereof.
That's why year in out, the Bible is the most sold book in the world, because they know, when great calamity happens, they know to go to the scriptures and find the answer. But the problem is, the majority of people don't have the answer don't have the spirit to go into the scriptures and really understand what's going on there. That's why we're sent out here. Give you that understanding. You have the ears to hear.
Yeah, make it plain upon tables.
Right.
Yeah.
Isaiah 30:19. For the people shall dwell in Zion, Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee.
Yeah. The cries of the Lord's elect are being heard. And this is why the Lord is reacting. This is why these things are happening in the earth. It tells you that in Jeremiah that he does all these things for the sake of Zion, right? He's mustering up the host of battle, World War III between Russia and America. All right, these different things that Babylon is being broken down. This is all Israel, starting with the elect. Because the Lord said that he never forgot his people. Right?
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner.
That corner represents a low place. And like we said, Jake has tried everything under the sun. Jake tried gangbanging, he tried voting, protesting, all right? You tried everything, man. You tried to get ahead in the corporate world, that didn't work. Yeah, bringing the black community together, all of that, man.
We done done everything. Everything except to take this Bible serious.
Yeah. And that proves that everything that we tried as a nation liberation wasn't going to come by man's hand. It was going to come through Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's why the scripture tells you, lest the Lord build the house, that house is built in vain.
You got it. So that's why the Lord set forth the apostles last. You know? Showing you that all the other movements and whatever philosophies that Jake tried didn't work. That wasn't the Lord's.
So I removed Strong's H3670. It reads, to be hidden from view, to be thrust aside. So pretty much the prophets are no longer hidden. Right? Lord brought forth this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that it could be put on offer. You know, so that everybody can see it. So as the elder said, there will be no cloak for their sins. Right? Nobody can say they didn't hear this message. Right? So all you Israelites who are refusing it, you're marking yourselves for that judgment.
Yeah, even if you don't agree, it don't matter. The truth is the truth, right? So you just be destroyed in your unbelief. Go ahead.
Isaiah 30.
Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 14. It says, thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thy...
Right, because these false prophets ain't telling, they're not giving you the whole road, man. A lot of these other camps are bent on keeping you in a party type of spirit, man. You know, being in the world. You know, the spirit, this whole commercialism shit amongst Israel, man. These commercial Israelites, content creators, these podcast Hebrews, man. Making a bag off the truth and making a bag off Jake's simple ass. That's not what it's about right now, man. We ain't in the time for that. It's about warning the sheep, man.
See, that's what Satan wants them to do, though, man. Because when you're occupied in the spirit of mirth, it's a form of entertainment. And I believe the word is distract, right?
So,
you know? But when you're constantly in that party spirit, you're not worried about what's going on, man. And that's why these other Israelite camps, you never hear them speaking on the destruction and what the world news, because all they care about is party. They care about, you know, the bullshit, like you just said.
Yeah, what do we got to debate about when Jacob's trouble is at the door? What the hell we debating for, man, when Esau's getting ready to come down great wrath upon the 12 tribes, man? You don't see Esau making Jake the face terrorism in America?
He's making Jake the face of everything that's wrong.
Everything that's wrong with Babylon, Jake is in the forefront of that shit. Right? So what the hell, what we got to do with this world, man? You know? Go ahead, Al.
This is the word for entertain in the free dictionary. It says to hold attention of someone with something amusing or diverting.
So to distract you. And that's what the Israelite camps are doing to their own congregation, man. Right. Distracting them to what really matters, you know? Because if they truly cared about their congregation, they would be warning them like how we do, man. You know? We don't got time to be promoting, like you said, debate. What the fuck do we gain from debating somebody we know is wrong? That's stupid. That's like they got a saying in the world, if, I'm gonna butcher it, but pretty much if you arguing with a fool, all right, from a distance, the people that look at you, it looks like two fools talking. You know, I butchered it. Yeah, exactly. So that's pointless, man.
Lamentations 2 and 14. Thy prophets have seen foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity.
They have not discovered thine iniquity. They're not telling you to repent from your sins, man. You know? Go ahead.
To turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
Yeah, false burden, man, and building a community here in a destroyed society. You know, getting the bag. You know, basically being one with the world. You know, these are vain visions. All right, that's it. Fine, go back to that.
Definition for the word mirth, you know, because a lot of these people out there, you know, it's all about, like how you say, it's all about entertainment, music, things like that. You know,
Right now, the big bag is in Hebrew podcast. That's what I'm saying. You know, get that big ass mic, set it in front of the camera, you know, and talk about everything except the scriptures.
talk about, you know, cars, what kind of cars they're driving, you know.
Right.
I got a house they live in and all of that. You know, and operate.
Right.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men.
It's better to go into the house of mourning. You know, for a lot of our people out there, you know, they're not mourning. You know, this is hence why we wear these garments, man, because we're in the house of mourning. You know, the Jake, you know, one of the podcasts, you know, and all that.
And the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the countenance, heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of the morning. The house of mourning.
So the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, man. You know, hence why, you know, the wise, us, you know, starting right here, Pastor Hart, we're not out there celebrating and, you know, having a time, man. You know, but as you see these other Israelite groups about, you know, extravagant parties and all of that, man.
Right. And if I can add, because being in the house of mourning, when you're in a mournful state, all right, you inherit to the spirit. Because as it says, when you increase in wisdom, you increase in sorrow. When you are in that mournful state, you're more focused on wisdom, because you're trying to figure out how to get out of that state. And so that's what's gonna make you to the Lord. But these niggas, they're not concerned with that. They want to continue to be in the flesh, which Murph does. You know, distraction.
Verse 4, Ecclesiastes 7 and 4. The heart of the is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Yes.
Yeah. So that's why you have, you know, comments that was made in the past talking about, you know, how the true prophets make serving the Lord. You know, like, you know, y'all get on us for how we, you know, doing what we're doing, but we just want to have fun. That's ultimately what Jake wants, is to have fun. Yeah, like, no, niggas, what kingdom? We're in business time right now. Do you not know? Like it says in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, man, it's a time and a place for everything. We're not in the time of peace, love, and all that bullshit. We're in the time of war and great death, man. Pestilence, all that. The Lord is judging this place, man.
Definition for the word murder. I got to This is the book of, this is the definition for the word murder. It says amusement, especially as in laughter. You see, and we're not in those times, man. Just like how we just said, there's a time for everything. We're not in the time to be having fun and all of that, man. You see, Esau really coming this so-called back to the book of Revelation 12, verse 12, because he knows that he has the time, but Jacob, you know, live it up.
Right.
You know, Jacob's in the epic spirit, man.
Exactly.
You know,
It's a pleasure.
yeah.
Because like you say that one point, all right, scripture says, them that laugh now shall cry later.
I got a quick precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 20. And it reads, a fool lifting up his voice and laughing. Right? The wise man do scarce smile a little. You know, so we're not in the time to be out there showing our teeth, you know, debating, you know, and coming on podcasts, man. You know, we know that, you know, things are great to get real out here, Jake. You know, the time is ticking, man. You know, but Jake is, you know, just again, it's because, you know, the devil got these individuals in that spirit, man, of just wanting to be entertained and smile and fake. You know, but that comes with a cost, man.
So back to Isaiah 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not the teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yes, so the Lord had it set up where your eyes, you want to see the teachers, your teachers with your guys. And it's the men that you see set up on the four corners of the earth. All right, they're claiming the name of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and the prophecies, man. All right, all America and all around the world, man. Your eyes shall see your teachers. So there ain't no way that you don't. The Lord has raised up prophets in Babylon. You got it, bro.
Look at Jeremiah 29 and 15. Because ye have said, the Lord have raised prophets in Babylon.
There you go, man. The prophets are back. Right? Whether you not, man. Prophecy is still coming to pass. Right? Let every man, let the Most High be true, and let every man be found a liar. Go ahead, I'll read some more.
Isaiah 30 and 21. And thine eyes, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it.
Yeah, this is the way. This is the correct path to go. Right? Keep going.
This is the way, walk ye in it when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left.
Right, that's why in Isaiah 35, give me real quick, Isaiah 35, where it talks about only the wayfaring man shall find that path. Right? Isaiah 35 and 8.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 8.
Because even when concerning the path of truth, everybody's not able to find that. Right? Only elect were able to find that path, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 35 and 8. And highway shall be there that shall be called the way of holiness.
See that? This is the way of holiness. Right? Keep going.
The unclean shall not pass over.
The unclean shall not pass over. Go ahead.
But it shall be for those, the wayfaring men.
Wayfaring men, which means to be upright. Those that walk upright in truth. That path is for the wayfaring man. Go ahead.
Fools shall not err therein.
The fools ain't gonna find it anymore. Read it in NLT. Gives you like a little better hit. Isaiah 35 and verse 8. NLT. Real quick, and we'll go back to the Isaiah 30.
This is Isaiah 35 and 8 in the NLT.
We're speaking about everybody wasn't made privy to the path. Go ahead.
And a great road will go through that once deserted land.
Yep.
It will be named the highway of holiness.
Yep. The highway of holiness.
Every evil-minded person will never travel on it.
Every evil-minded person will never travel on it. That's why everybody can't get it. Keep going.
It will be only for those who walk in God's ways. Fools will never walk there.
There you go. It's only those. That path is only for those who walk in God's ways, the spirit of truth. Fools not gonna be able to enter into that path. 2/3 ain't gonna get it. This is not all. This is not all inclusive. Right? So let's go back to Isaiah 30.
Yeah, because like I said in the lesson there earlier, this truth is esoteric. And when you go into that definition for esoteric, it's pretty much, God was given into an initiated group. So the elect were only ones afforded access, to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Therefore, they're the ones that can see.
Yeah, he gave us the path through the Spirit, but he left 2/3 to continue to roam in the wilderness.
Oh, he's good.
So Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 21. My ears shall hear a word behind these saying, this is the way, walk ye in
And
it.
that's spirit. Everybody didn't make it to the promised land either.
Nah.
He had to kill off them unbelieving Israelites. Man.
This is the way, walk ye in it.
This is the way, walk ye in it. Go ahead.
When you turn to the right hand, and when you turn to the left. You shall defile also the covering of thy engraving images of silver.
And that's another point. The ensign ultimate truth, Yahweh Shai. All right, in the form of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right?
And the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Read it from the top again.
You shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Right, and through this awakening that's taking place all throughout the planet, you got Jake casting off these ways of the heathen. They let it go to the idol, coming out of these churches and these false doctrines. Right? They're coming into the pathway of truth. Go ahead.
Thou shalt cast them away as mistress cloth.
Yep.
Thou shalt say unto it, give thee hence.
Yeah. And that's what the righteous are doing. The customs of this world, they're casting them off. All right? They're putting on the truth. Go ahead.
Then shall he give the rain of thy seed, that thou shalt sow the ground withal, and the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous. In that day shall thy cattle feed in large pastures.
Keep on.
The oxen likewise, and the young asses that ear the ground, shall eat clean provender, which have been winnowed with stubble and with the fan.
Yeah. And this is what's happening now. Read on.
And it shall be upon every high mountain.
And what do the mountains represent? Major governments. All right. So upon every high mountain, go ahead.
And upon every hill.
Yep.
Rivers and streams of waters in the day of the great slaughter, when the towers fall.
Yeah. So it said upon every high mountain and every high hill, rivers and streams of water. That's the truth. Right? This word is out here, man. Isaiah 13 and 2. The word has reached the gates of books, man. Like we said at the start of this camp, you can't ignore the prophecies, man. You got to acknowledge this thing. The Most High, Yahweh, is moving everything that's irrelevant out of the fucking way, man. And he's making the path for the truth, for his men, for his word to be magnified, man. Nothing matters but that, man. It ain't the Brandon Circus, it ain't the Hollywood, it ain't none of that. You see what the Lord's doing to it. It's all being destroyed, man. The Hollywood, everybody in Hollywood is a bunch of faggots.
Yep.
Pedophiles, worshiping Satan,
Yep.
blood drinking demons, man.
Yeah.
This is common now, man. Right? It ain't no secret no more. Right? Paul and Trump work for the same team. People talk about cash your vote. Vote count. When you people gonna wake up, man?
If I could just make a mention on that, this current situation with the aftermath of Hurricane didn't show you what Katrina showed you years ago. It shows your government don't give a fuck about your people.
Yeah.
They literally telling these people, like, look, these bodies there, they're just gonna steamroll over that and get that lithium out that land so they can make that shit to us.
Yeah, same thing they're doing here in North Carolina, man. You know, and in Florida, you got this category, 5, 6 hurricane. They said about 19 tornadoes is ripping through there. And it is, the irony behind it all is that FEMA just declared that they ran funds to help for natural disasters.
You sending billions of dollars over to Ukraine.
But yeah, you got $9 billion, $10 billion going to Ukraine and Israel and shit.
Come on, man.
You see what I'm saying? And they made this announcement right before this natural disasters hitting Florida now. So I guarantee you, just in the spirit, that the victims that pass away due to the carnage and damage that is going on in Florida right now, that's going to be the distraction going into the election.
Yep.
So many people was messed up, went without power, died, you know? This is what they're going to be pumping to get people's minds off the election and whatever. Hey, they could do this shit to take votes and shit like that, you know?
But they do that with the you know, every time our election season, it's always disaster,
Yeah.
it's a shooting, you know, more shootings. So things to give these people stuff to talk about so that their mind isn't really on what matters.
Yeah.
Distraction.
They just caught the Afghanistan dude. He's supposed to do something on the election day to unalive Americans, but they caught the guy, they said. So there's a lot of shit going on, man. You know? You got it out.
It's Deuteronomy 32 and verse 1, it reads, "Give ear, O ye heavens, and I'll speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop the rain,
Yep.
my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain drops upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass." Because we're seeing this word, like I said, all distractions are being removed, man. This word is touching every facet of life in every form imaginable, man.
Yeah.
Right? So like that dude, that it's on everything, man.
Yeah.
It's on every social media platform, it's on every news broadcast, television. Everybody's talking about this truth, man.
We definitely get that. Verse 25, Isaiah 30.
So Isaiah 30 and verse 25. "And there shall be upon every high mountain and upon high hills
That's right.
rivers and streams of waters
This truth, this knowledge, go ahead.
in the day of the great slaughter,
Uh-huh.
when the towers fall."
What, who will represent the tower? Going back to the elites of Esau. And we're in a time where the towers are being brought down. Esau's about to be destroyed. See, the Edom conglomerate as a whole is about to be wiped off the map. You see that? As a matter of fact, add on real quick before you do what you got. Zephaniah, it talks about this. Zephaniah 1 and bear with me, I want to say verse 10, 11, somewhere in there. Hold on a second. Just make a quick point. This is the book of Zephaniah. Is it 1 and 16? Grab that for me real quick. Yes. Yeah, and then finish out the chapter. Matter of fact, start at 14 and finish it out.
Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, "The great day of the Lord is near."
Yeah, this we warning the people that the great and terrible day of the Lord is near. All right, go ahead.
"It is near and hasteneth greatly."
Right, you see how fast shit is moving right now? Here and it hastened greatly. Right? Hey, the MOTB structure is here, man. WEF, the UN, the WH. All right, they're ready to push this thing, man. You got your gatekeepers, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name is. Right, these Amalekites that are pretty much in the forefront of ushering this system in, man. Go ahead.
It says, "It is near and hasteneth greatly,
Yep.
even the voice of the day of the Lord.
Yep.
The mighty man shall cry there bitterly."
The mighty man should cry there bitterly, showing you how terrible that time is going to be. It said the mighty man should cry bitterly. Go ahead.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
A day of trouble and distress. Look what the Lord's doing now, man. Hurricanes, earthquakes, natural disasters. All right? Cities are being plummeted, man. Protests all over Italy, man. Right? It's video of these people clashing with the government, with the police. Right? It's millions of people just going at it with the cops. Go ahead.
A day of wasteness and desolation.
A day of wasteness and desolation. That's going to happen by the way of nuclear destruction. Keep going.
A day of darkness and gloominess.
Uh-huh.
A day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right. So the spirit of gloom is upon the world.
And
confusion and complexity. Right? Unsurety. Go ahead.
A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities.
Right. The trumpet going back to the prophets are representative of that trumpet being blown. It's a warning. Go ahead.
And against the high towers.
See?
I bring distress upon men.
The high towers. The elites are about to fall. Go ahead.
That they will walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither shall their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Right. The bag ain't gonna save you, Jake. Right? The bag that you put your trust in right now. You know, because Jake got all types of casts and YouTube videos of how to invest your money properly, how to watch the stock market, when to pull in, you know, all of that, man. Yeah, Bitcoin, you know, how to generate generational wealth. Right? Keep going.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Right, so that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So this destruction that's going to take place, according to the prophecies, is going to be a speedy riddance, man. It ain't going to take long. Right? It's not going to be a long and drawn out thing, man. Once the Lord brings the sword, it's a wrap. All right? And now, hey, let's begin, you know. Now let's prepare for the new world. See? What you got? What you got to you know? Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 and start at verse 18. Read on down.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, starting at verse 18. And it reads, "In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak."
Started at 15.
This is the book of Isaiah 19, verse 15. And it reads, neither shall there be any work in Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Right, that's been the main complaint. People can't find work here, man. You know, it's hard as hell to make a living, to provide for oneself.
Yeah, if I can add right fast, because what a lot of people are starting to realize with these consumer price index reports that are coming out, and the job reports that come out, people are starting to find out that a lot of these numbers are rigged. You know, a lot of reports that these companies are posting ghost jobs, which impacting the way how the reports, and lately how as far as the job availability into the attention of the attention of the U.S. citizens.
Right. Because the lies that these niggas like Biden and Trump and them telling you that, look, they're generating all these jobs out the blue like this. But just add to the brother's point, all these ghost jobs are starting to be exposed. Like I said, they're showing you they're lying to you. They're trying to band-aid on an infected wound, man. That's just continually getting worse and worse. To the point to where, hey, America has gangrene, man. You got bitch off, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 16. And it reads, "And they shall Egypt be likened to a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear, because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts."
Yeah, that Jake that did the video. He's a prime example of that scripture. You know, hey, them Hebrews, Israelites, they right. You know, it's time to consider what they saying. Because people, hey, Jake is in fear, man. Hey, because the Lord is allowing these prophecies to be overwhelming. That look, you can't turn a side eye to it. Like I said, it's like the elephant that's in the room. You're not just gonna walk by it and act like you didn't see it. And that's how the Lord is making these prophecies go off. So now it's like, damn, I heard these guys on the street corners talk about this, man. They said they talked about the hurricanes and how this man had the ability, the left-hand side, to manipulate weather and shit, you know?
They told us it was going to be a beginning
Yep.
a couple years ago, then it happened. You know, they told us that coming with the biometric technology that's going to go into your hand, that all the money you ran through.
Yep.
They're going to kill off, millions of people. With everything that we've been able to start with the apostles and others for years, you're now acknowledging.
Yep.
You can't ignore it.
Isaiah 19:16, and that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over.
Yeah, so pretty much the infrastructure of America is frail. It's like a woman, man. It's weak. You know, can't defend itself. You know, the people, there's a very weak and effeminate spirit in this place, in this society. You know, there's no that raw spirit is out of here, man. You know, that whole America, that spirit is done. That patriotic, yeah, that pride is done. You know, the army, not the army, the military, you know, is losing recruits every year. Every year, the recruits go down lower and lower because people don't want to fight for the country.
Yeah, you realize that the army, your military, you're nothing more than pawns that play the global chess game for you.
That's all you
They
want.
don't care about you. Here it is, you go risk your life. All right, come back, got them maimed like a motherfucker, emotionally scarred,
Right.
just to come back to a country that doesn't help.
Right.
The niggas come back here with mental problems, body ailments, and then end up homeless. Somebody give a fuck about it. According to scriptures, that's wrong. A man of war is supposed to be rewarded. You're supposed to be honored, man.
Take care of it.
Take care of it. This country just uses you your way, just like everything. You military people ain't no different from these celebrities, athletes. You were just used for Esau's means, and then once you use your usefulness, he discards you, man. That shows you he's an unfit ruler.
No, this is what. Oh, you got something?
I was just going to make mention, so I don't know exactly, but it talks about how he will draw thee twice, yet thrice, and pretty much throw you in once he's in use.
That's a lot of
Yeah, bring it out. Come in.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and to read verse 13, and read, behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide upon unto thy enemies.
Yeah, see, this is thy land shall be set wide upon thy enemies, man. That's why you got all these crazy ass niggas here, man. So I went into the lesson about the border crisis again. Or what I've been on, because hey, they talking about hundreds of thousands of niggas with conviction, murder, trafficking, gangs, MS-13, cults, right? You talking about niggas that got bodies.
They said 10 million.
real killers.
Yeah.
Not just going to be gangster niggas.
Right.
Right. These niggas is about it.
Right.
Yeah. These niggas, they are beheading people.
Yeah,
Right.
mutilating bodies and sacrifice to some damn demon. That's the type of time they on. Go ahead, Al.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 13. And it reads, behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women.
Yeah, weak. Go ahead.
The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies.
Yep.
The fire shall devour thy
Yeah, the destruction, man. The gates of this place is, man. It's all types of war criminals and agents and spies. All right, army, what's it called? The military-aged men that disguise as migrants, man. Right? They're sleeper cells that are waiting to be activated. Right? So this place is in a world of hurt, man. You go back to that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 17. It reads, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt.
See that? The land of Judah should terror unto Egypt, man. It started with Judah. Judah had to be raised up first. Really dealing with the prophets as a whole, man. The prophets are a terror of Egypt, man. Like we say, hey, look, we've been out here for years. How much more the apostles, man? You don't think these people heard the words of the Lord, the scriptures, saw the videos? Come on, man. Hey, the prophets are becoming a terror, man. What if they're right?
That's the raging question in everybody's head, man.
You know?
That's what I can add. As long as you brothers been out here, you imagine how many people, have walked past, seen you brothers heard the word. made them afraid. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 17, in the land of Egypt, it's like in the land of Judah, shall be a terror to Egypt. Yep. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid of in himself.
Right, but like we said, by you ignoring the word of the Lord, you know, pretty much having a, it's going to give you a guilty conscience. You know, and a guilty conscience leads to a condemned spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because, hey, you hear what the Lord say, what do and what not to do. Right? You're not doing it. Therefore, you're guilty of this. You know you should be doing better. And then you don't change your ways. Therefore, you're going to be condemned.
Guilt brings forth shame.
It goes into that burden at the top of the chapter. So it's not just a burden for Esau, it's a burden for 2/3 as well. Because that shaking of the hand is going forth for correction, but they're refusing that correction. Like the elder said, their spirits are being condemned.
They'll rather add sin to sin. That's why they don't want to get correct. But it's kind of they like nature.
Yeah, you being mad at the Bible and the words of the Lord and not believing ain't gonna change them.
Right. Like influx of videos you've been seeing out of late, where all these atheists type going out, blasting God, talking about, you know, if God is all loving, caring God, why would he be doing these things? Where is he at? Why is he allowing the kids to die and all this? Like their voices, like the Lord said, they're wickedness to the public because they really hate the Lord, man.
This is Sirach chapter 40 and verse 2. Their imagination to come, their imagination of things to come, and the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart.
Man, that's a good one.
God, you know, these people, they carry themselves in their lust. Instinctively, these people, they're aware of the shit that they do is wrong. That's why a lot of these fear death. Because they know when they go into that afterlife, they're going to have to stand before that judgment seat and give account of everything they've done. Whether they believe it or not, their actions show forth. Because these people fear death. We don't fear death, man. You know? We walk in the Holy Spirit with the grace of the Lord, so we don't have the fear of death. But these people that walk according to the lust of the flesh, you're going to fear that, man.
Right. They know. Because like that saying that they continually use, the only God can judge you. They said because in the back of their mind they know that they're wicked. But they don't want to show shame to another man. Therefore they'd rather put the front on, continue to be a nigga, and then face the judgment when they see the Lord, which is a stupid decision, by the way. But that's how people are, man. This is St. John chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 15. It says that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, have everlasting life. For the Most High loved the world, that he gave only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth him, believe him, should not perish but have everlasting life.
It wasn't talking about the whole world. It's talking about the whole Israel. Starting with the elect. All right, go ahead.
For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
And many of our people are already condemned, but you believe not. And the Lord put the Spirit on you to not to believe. Go ahead.
Because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh.
That's why you calling on Jesus Christ. That's why you calling on Yahweh, Yeshua. You calling on Allah. You calling on that woman. You calling on some comedic God. You calling on yourself. Money. You into witchcraft. Right? Yeah, you calling your ancestors.
And this is the condemnation. That light is coming to the world.
That light is coming to the world. Light represents Yahweh Shai in the form of his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is being exercised through prophets. So light is coming to the world. Go ahead.
It says, and love darkness rather than light.
Men love darkness rather than light, man. It's better being a nigga, man. All right, go ahead.
Because their deeds were evil, and everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither come to light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, so Jake don't want to be corrected, man. Jake likes being in the flesh. It's more profitable.
Right.
You know? And remember, correction is grievous to a wicked man.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, it's the scripture, I forgot where it's at. It's pretty much about how whore hates a virtuous woman. find that. I'll finish this out. It says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in Yahweh. So the main reason that they hate the prophets is because we're a reminder of their wickedness. Because as we're showing forth good works to our power, it's a reminder to them that what they're doing is not right. They having that light shine upon them. Therefore, they're projecting their hatred of themselves onto us in the Lord, man. You know? I'm going to read from the NLT real quick. Let's start back at verse 19. NLT, it says, and the judgment is based on this fact. Yahweh by Shem Shai's light came into the world. People loved the darkness more than the light, for their actions were evil. All who evil hate the light and refuse to go near it for fear their sins would be exposed. All right? And that's why at the end of the day, you know, the people don't want this to acknowledge because our people hate accountability. They don't want to acknowledge the wicked they've done because they're ashamed. Like you said earlier, that guilt is the fact that they don't want to accept shame. This truth teaches you how to be shame-faced, to sit in it, so that the Lord can take you out of that shame. Man. Because look, guilt, shame, that's that this world just continues to fall deeper and deeper into, man. But Yahweh Shah pulled out that pit like it tells you in Job 33rd chapter, man. All right, but our people don't know. Here it is, the Lord giving you the hand to pull you out, and you're just smacking the Lord's hand out there, man. It's a,
It's just a commentary on chapter 19 in the letter. It says, they chose to walk in the darkness that they may do the work of darkness. They broke the divine law, refused the mercy offered to them. They are arrested by divine justice, convicted, condemned, and punished. Whence does their damnation proceed? From themselves. So that it's from them, right? Because the Lord ultimately didn't give them. Right? So all their works are becoming a damnation and condemnation themselves.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 49. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virgin, so shall righteousness hate iniquity. When she decketh herself, shall accuse her to her face. When she cometh, that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth.
that's pretty much what you see happening right now, man. All right, and what virtuous woman that's pretty much being hated by the Lord, and all you people have taken part with the Lord, man. And so you don't want to see, all right, that virtuous woman in her beauty, because that's a reminder of what you're not. You know, just like this world, man. They like you had years back when Steph Curry's wife was trying to be somewhat righteous, virtuous. You know, and she was pretty much attacked. You know, she wasn't, showing her body like that. She wasn't in the media like that, and it was like, this. You know, they shamed for that to where she had to eventually conform. But to the world can't be that. Because we're covered by the Lord to where that the light that's coming from us through the wisdom is shining so bright that darkness can't come near us.
Just thinking the scriptures speak about how Yahweh Shai prayed to not take us out of the world and take us from the evil. You know, like we said, that light is shining so bright, not touch us enough. The Lord will really be a part of your life, God, because we're here to be saved.
This is the book, Isaiah chapter 19. I'm going to read verse 17 again. Land of Judah shall be a town to Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he have determined against it.
What is the counsel of the Lord, which he has determined against Babylon, which is destruction? So here it is. Once again, as we keep echoing up here, is that these people are listening to us, man, whether they act like it or not. All right? Because people are going back and they're doing research. The last thing these Edomites need is a nigga to be right. So you don't think they're going back and doing the research on the things that we're talking about? Hey, look, I've been watching, what's that Edomite? Alex Jones. He has a channel called InfoWars, man. And a lot of his content, and I've been watching for like the past 3 months now, real hard, you know what I'm saying, because I got another acting. But a lot of the content that they bring out, it come from us, man. Them niggas watching the video, bro. They watch the apostles and the bishops, man. A lot of the information that we go into, the news, the way we bring it out, and they watch it.
See? And went into it, went into the word Quran with it. So these guys,
this truth is done what it's supposed to do. The Lord said that His word was going to be done, Isaiah 55 and 11. So this word was going to reach the four corners of earth. So it's irrefutable. All have heard. That's a quick reason for now. Just a land back.
Hey, oh yeah, you had your man Glenn Beck. That got fired from Fox News when he did the special on the naked artifact that had the Paleo Hebrew written. He was like, "What is this?" The Ecologue Stone. He's like, "What is this?" Bat creep. He's like, "Can somebody explain this? You know, is this Hebrew? What are they not telling us? You know?" Go ahead, Doc.
This is Matthew chapter 15 and verse 22. It says, "If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for sin." You know? So the prophets, this is what the Lord has spoken through. Alright? Through the Holy Spirit. Alright? So these people have no way to say, "Oh, I didn't know, I didn't hear." Right? All have heard. Right? So there's no cloak because you people are willfully ignorant of the scriptures. You're choosing to carry on in your ways of the flesh as opposed to sowing to the Spirit, repenting and believing in the word. So now you be held liable for not doing so. And you're going to perish. The Lord is not an unjust judge, man.
Right. Scripture tell you, and I believe that's in the prayer of Azariah, it says that all the Lord's judgments are righteous. So the Lord doesn't do anything out of place, man. All right? That's what you call having perfect balance, man. Because the Lord is justified in every act does, man.
I got to do something down. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. And it reads, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see." And it reads, "Lift ye up a banner on a high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go to the gates of the nobles."
Right, so this word, the Lord has set up this word to be teached and preached throughout the four corners of the earth through His holy men, His prophets. Right? They've received the Holy Spirit. They need the unction from on high to know all things pertinent unto salvation, to break down the scriptures, bring it upon tables. Right? And it's been burdensome upon this system. Why is that? Because the Lord has, again, as Upon has said, He has his intent to destroy Babylon the Great, man. Alright? And we're going to continue to let the people know that. Right? But this has reached the gates of the nobles, the elites of this society. They know that, man. Alright? But the scriptures speak about how the sword that is within him is not upright. Right? Esau is in fear, man. It's a fearful thing to know that your kingdom is going to be brought down and there's nothing you can do about it.
Cooked.
You're out of there, man. And you simple-minded niggas out here that are acting as though this society is going to go on, know that he knows this society ain't going to. That's why he's doing all the crazy shit he's doing. So what will behoove you is like to stop negating the fact that this is the word of the Lord and it's coming to pass. Accepting of it, man. Because the more you try to fight against it, the more you try to fight against it, the harder it fights back.
That's why I heard a brother make the analogy. This truth is like quicksand.
Yeah.
Like you said, the harder you try to fight the quicksand, the harder and more you sink down. You know, so you try to accept the truth for what it is. Man. This is the combination of this world. This place has to be judged.
And the Lord commanded Israel to eat the whole. You got to accept the good, bad, ugly, and the terrible.
I got a lesson I'm going to, that's really the Lord's remedy. You got to be accepting of the Lord's remedy because He's the one that tore your ass apart to smithereens for disrespecting Him, for being disobedient. Now you have to come and subject yourself to the Lord. But it ain't going to be no other way you can do it except for going about it how He said to.
You gotta hurt. You gotta do something.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 18. And it reads, "In a day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, and swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of structure."
Yeah, so the Lord said that we would speak the language of Canaan, going back to the Hebrew. Lashma Kodash, Zephaniah, what Hebrew was going. It took us back to the pure language.
It's Bible prophecy. Showing you, that hey man, you come against this book, with a lot of check out, they want to kick against the bricks. Think that the things that the prophets are saying are not going to come true. brothers out there, you know, they coming back to their pure language, man. You know, speaking the Lost Wampus.
The last thing that Jake was considering learning the language was Hebrew.
Yeah.
He was going to learn Spanish, French.
Yeah.
You know?
Mandarin.
Right. It was the Spirit of the Lord that allowed him to even tap in to consider the ancient Hebrew at that. Right? Alright. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
Yeah, then I will turn to the people a pure language, a pure tongue, the Lashawan Kadash. Brother Swoop, man. Go ahead.
That they may all call upon the name of Yahweh.
Yeah, there you go, man. Which is in the Lashawan Kadash. How about Hashem Yahweh Shah, man? You know, that's the start. You know? So we would have the language, basically. Remember, Baruch, the second chapter. In the land of their captivities, they should remember themselves, man. And shall think stiffly upon my name. That required the Hebrew, Jake. To get into, right, like the elders and apostles say, you know, the wise virgins, part of having the oil is what? Going into the words, man. Going into languages. The Latin, the Greek, the Hebrew. Getting the full scope so you can probably break the scriptures down, man. You know?
Part of you getting diligence to make it part of
That's it.
Hey, this truth forces you to be a scholar.
How else you going to rightly divide the truth?
Study myself.
That's it.
Rightly divided the word, man. You know?
Yeah, if I could add, you said right dividing the word, because when you look at division, you break down the number, the problem, till you get to that base number that you need to solve that problem. That's what we do through the scripture.
It says that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh Yahushai to serve him with one consent.
To serve him with one consent. There's only one given under heaven that we all should call him. He doesn't have many titles and he doesn't have many power. Right? Let's go back to that. Yeah. And the prophets will be speaking the same thing. Yeah.
And that's why when it says the cities, it's speaking on, right? Every major city in America has prophets that are speaking this language. They're calling the names of how about going back to the other lesson. There's no excuse for Jake out. Right? Everywhere you go, you're gonna run into Israelites, man, in one form or fashion or another. You know, and you're gonna hear this truth, you know, whether people hear me say it or not.
And the Lord's so bad with it, they don't even got to do Israelites in the current time. In fact, you're running to Israelites, period. Whether it's the t-shirt niggas, you know, different hair, you're still hearing Israel, bro. That sound's still going throughout the earth.
Yep. You see Nick the loud ass microphone out there?
The Yah Israelite, the Israel niggas, the one I thought the one who did a TikTok video on.
Yeah, the Israel.
All forms. It's all Jake remembering themselves in some form. Man. The Lord just gave the different measure to the ones, but the elect have the full thing. Man.
Breath. He said that in Ezekiel 37. He covered us with skin, put the flesh upon us above, but there's no breath in them. Right. That's the mother camps that are just surface level, man. They can't go beyond the Most High and the Son being a black man.
Yeah. Like, you got the example, you know, brothers that said like the Walking Dead and zombie movies,
right.
You'll see the zombies walking, got the flesh hanging, that's missing and shit. That's the 2/3.
That's done.
Damn.
Not all the way equipped. Oh, yeah.
This is the book, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 19. And in that day shall be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord.
Yeah, that's the prophets. You know, we're making our bodies a living sacrifice. By coming out here and teaching, this is the altar. You know? And what was that last part of that verse?
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 19 in the latter, and a pillar in order thereof to the Lord.
Yeah, pillar is the foundation of it. Going back to the leadership of the prophets. They would represent that pillar. Go ahead.
You had called for that earlier, Isaiah 30.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 20. And it shall be for a sign.
See the fact that, who said that earlier? The priest said that. You seeing all the Israelites around the world? The fact that you see in Jake all over is a sign at the end, man. Go ahead.
And for a witness unto the Lord host in the land of Egypt.
In the land of Egypt, man. This is spiritual Egypt. Where the prophets raised up again. Go ahead.
Continuing on, for they shall cry unto the Lord
Right.
because of the oppressors.
Yeah, they should cry unto the Lord because of their oppressors, which those could being heard. Go ahead.
And he shall send them a Savior, and the great one, and he shall deliver
And
them.
he should deliver them. Give me Sirach 35. So it talks about they should cry out because of the oppressors, man. Right? Sirach 35, and let's say it's like the bottom half. God's going to smite the unmerciful kings. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 35.
Start at 14.
Sirach chapter 35, verse 14. He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, or the widow, when she poureth out her complaint.
Right, and that will represent us, Israel. We will represent that widow that's complaining. All right? Because remember, hey, the Lord divorced us. He put us away. You know, we were without our father, our husbands. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Do not the tears run down the widow's cheek.
Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks. Look at the state of Israel, man. Look to the right. Have you seen niggas lately, man? Right? Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks. Go ahead.
And is not her cry against him that causeth them to fall.
Yeah, it's not her cry against them that causes her to fall. So there's a great cry going out amongst the elect around the planet Earth, man. And the Lord is hearing them.
What's the main thing that you hear Jacob fight about, man? How unmerciful you know? It's not gonna stop.
They ain't gonna stop. Can't stop.
Verse 16.
Scraping and scrambling. That nigga not bothered. Man. Scrambling.
Verse 16. He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor.
Yeah, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor. Lord willing us. Those that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, man. And because the Lord said that there was no guile found in their mouths. They were without fault before the throne of the Lord, man. That's crucial, man. Go ahead.
And that's how you want to be found. Because when you read Revelation 14, it speaks about the virgins that was found with no guile in their mouth. Because the ones that delivered are the ones that the Lord rewarded with that white stone, which shows that they were innocent. You know, that they were found guiltless without judgment. They were charged, yeah.
And his prayer shall reach unto the clouds.
Yeah, this prayer shall reach unto the clouds. You can link that up with Psalms 34. How the Lord hears the cries of the righteous. You know, you got it.
Verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the cloud, and till it come nigh, he will not be comforted.
Doesn't the angel Raphael that takes the prayers of the saints up to the Lord? You know, the prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. Hey, your prayer being heard, Jake. You know, it's reaching the ears of the Lord, man. Don't ever, you know.
We have a high priest in the heavens, supplicating our cause, and how it shine, man. We got to take proper advantage of that. Well, prayers like a sweet smell. That's why Yahweh Shai said, pray without. The scriptures say, pray without ceasing.
That's right.
But that's why I said earlier about you having to be in the house of mourning. Because when you're in that mournful state, you're lamenting to the Lord. And that's what makes you comfortable. Jake doesn't want to, you know, be in that state. They want to be, you know, pretty much in that murder.
Reread in verse 17 from the top. Sirach 35 and verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted.
Yep. And the Lord promised. You know, the scripture is he put his reputation over his name, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so basically Yahweh Shai is bound to his word. He's going to execute us. Go ahead, Al.
And will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment.
Read that again.
It says, will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment.
The Lord will execute judgment, man. Just wait on it.
This is a fasting that
realizing the real thing with the Lord. These anti-Hamashiach, these anti-Christians, right? They don't really look into the entirety of the Lord's power. The Lord is omnipotent. The Lord favors righteousness. Is this world operating in righteousness? No. This world is operating in wickedness. And the Lord is very wroth with the wicked. The scriptures speak about how the Lord is angry with the wicked daily. So you don't think that the Lord, who has been long-suffering, is going to bring about a heavy judgment upon this place? You're sadly mistaken, man. The affliction that's brought upon the tribes of Israel. You know?
That's why, actually, the Lord told Moses, I've heard the affliction of my people. You know, like the elder man mentioned earlier, you know, the tribes of the people, all right, the angels are bringing up to the Most High, man. You know, he's presenting our afflictions to the altar, and the Lord is going to hear our shoulders.
Verse 18, for the Lord will not be slack, not will the mighty be patient toward them, till he has smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful.
Till he has smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful, man. The Edomites, starting with the elite. All right? Amalek. Go ahead.
And repaid vengeance to the heathen.
And repaid vengeance to the heathen, man. What nation has not partaken in the spoils of the Lord's people, man? Right? Everybody, the whole planet about to get this work, man. You know? It is time for thee, O Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. It's game time, man. This is why you got Jake, as we were talking about earlier in the lesson. This is why you got, man, the Israelites is right, dog.
It's a real uneasy feeling on some people because they know something's up.
That's it. You got all these Jakes. Hey, they heard the doctrine of the 2/3. They know the sword is coming. But see, Jake hearing that doesn't want it to be right in his mind. He's like, nah, the Lord didn't do that. You know?
I think it's ultimately in the doesn't want to admit. There you go. No, guys can't. You know, so to tell you, that Romans 3:3. But what if some did not believe us? To tell you that all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man.
It's Psalm 138 and verse 2. It reads, I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
Yeah, see that? Thou hast magnified thy word above thy name. So the Lord is bound by his word. Right? As they say, my word is bond. And the Lord is bound, he's bound to his word. So he gonna execute what's written, man. That was it.
Jumping back, if I may make a point. Sirach, chapter 35 and verse 18, it says, for the Lord, Sirach chapter 35 verse 18, for the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he has smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance heathens.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 15. And it reads, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and
because the scripture said that the Lord will repay vengeance to the heathen. Right?
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 15. I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
Right, the heathen are at ease, man. You look at the plans of these elites, they're set in their minds that they're going to accomplish this endeavor.
They think they will win.
Right. They overcome Israel.
That's why in Psalms it says that in what thou is that house shall continue forever. This devil doesn't envision himself going to power. And
Right.
like I said, who is it? Because any ruling power doesn't see themselves falling. That's stupid. So it's the pride of it though, man, because the nigga is getting so full of himself that he thinks he's gonna outshine the Most High. Like, nigga, you tripping.
And it's the spirit, man. A carnal man would see these things and be like, there's no way out. You see the pride on Gil Bates. You see the pride on Harari. You see the pride on what's his name, Klaus Schwab. Right? They speak things so loftily. A regular-minded person, they couldn't even imagine it without these people in power. Right?
That's why the scripture says in Psalm 73 that they speak loftily concerning oppression. Esau think he got it. You know, the bar said earlier, hey, that's that denial that's on these people. It's like when stages of grief.
Yeah, 5 stages of grief. So
this is what people are going through right now in the spirit. 5 stages of grief. Go ahead.
You have denial.
Right. Anger, denial. So you got denial, you got anger. Right? Because first they denied that this was true. All right? We ain't the Israelites. Y'all ain't the people. Right? Close the Bible.
In fact, let me read the definition as they go with it.
Go ahead.
So denial, it says a person may feel shocked, numb, or disbelieving after a loss. It says they may also avoid remote loss or try to carry on as if nothing has happened.
Yeah, you can't ignore this thing. You can't.
And that video that brother, I seen a couple brothers do video on that Jake was talking about that nothing has been the same since 2020. And niggas have been denied about that, bro. Like, they think everything went back to normal. No, bro. You know something's fucked up out here, man. It says anger. A person may feel angry or resentful and may blame themselves or others. Bargaining.
And there's a lot of anger because people don't want to hear the truth, basically.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Bargaining. A person may engage in if only statements or try to negotiate the hurt. Depression.
That kid, you go back to just being black. You know, go back to being Christians, man.
Come back to the church.
This say you're not Israelites.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Depression.
Depression, oh man.
A person may feel a lack of energy or intense sadness. And then skeptics.
Yeah, depression because, hey, what if the Israelites are right? What if those guys, what they're saying, what if it's true?
What if I'm an Edomite?
Yeah, what if am I an Edomite? Yeah,
Right. Yeah. And then acceptance, a person may begin to live again and may make new connections.
Right, so the last stage of the 5 stages of grief is acceptance. And now we're at the point where you're gonna have to accept what's being told to you. All right, this is the truth, man. You can't turn a blind eye, you can't ignore it, you can't scream into your lungs by closing your ears up. None of that's gonna work. You gotta deal with the really at hand, Jake. See?
Like stand on the train track. You see the Amtrak coming because you turn around and close your eyes. Doesn't mean that train is not going to hit you. Right? Reality is going to smack a lot of this truth. It's going to smack a lot of you individuals like the face like a VA.
And it's doing it.
Yeah.
It's doing it right now. The people can't pay the bills. Barely have any money. They don't have food. Pantries is not as full as they used to be. You can't feed all your kids. You got to make life and death decisions whether you're gonna pay the car note.
Jake driving down the street with the hand on E.
Come on, man.
You just made a good point, Zaquan. The cost of living crisis. Charlotte, North Carolina this year was dubbed the destination city for Americans to move to because there was an infrastructure that favored jobs, you know, a change of living. But then the news out as the year continues on that 50% of the people in the city can't afford to live where they stay. They can't afford rent. They damn sure can't afford no home. You know, the discussions right now about what happened with that hurricane that came and ripped through the mountains of North Carolina, they're discussing raising home insurance by a substantial percentage. People are already strapped. So that's going to tighten things. And like you said, Zaquan, these people are starting to have to come to reality. You are not going to win with this one. We are at the end of this system. It's done.
Yeah.
This is what happened when you have an unjust ruler. It was never going to last.
That's why the American dream costs $4.4 million now.
Yeah. You had, what's her name, that bitch, Kamala, she said that the American dream is gone. But you got an official saying that out of their fucking mouth.
Yeah, you still got idiots that believe that it's still. Niggas is out here spending money like it's nothing. Like dumb shit. Not realizing that this shit's about to hit on their head, man.
Yeah, everything is over. Relationships, the dynamic between man and woman. Hey, because the Western woman is fucking done, man. Right? All these guys that are on the internet about how to deal with these women in the Western world, man. Look, the bitch ain't gonna listen, man. You know?
You had an article come out that said that there's a staggering amount of divorce rate going up amongst the elderly.
Come on, man.
You got these elderly women.
It's
like,
finished.
Yeah, because you got these women that want to be like these young bitches now, man. Man, that shit be gross. I be in stores and work. You got old women wearing leggings, bro. Like, why? Your shit is nasty looking. Why the fuck are we wearing tight fit clothes?
That's the way of the West.
Social media has ruined these women out.
Yeah, we were old bitches working. So, yeah, that's why we come to the majority of these Western women, and you niggas gonna die.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the remedy, man. That's the remedy.
That's my pain.
The black man nicks himself, and the nigga woman ain't gonna get in order. Right? So the only thing is the Lord is just to bring destruction on this bitch, man.
Get them out of here.
You know?
Also, we got DC-ism, just running rampant.
Yeah, that shit on the rise. That's why you got STD, HPVs, STIs.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers coming out with all types of incurable shit.
Super
Duper disease.
Hey, there's a video brother shared, but there's a video brother shared of there's this nigga that changed himself into a woman, had the deep ass voice and shit.
God damn.
So he was like, yeah, I'm a woman now. Now I can go online and change my my sex to female online or something he was bragging about. So now, hey, you really got to be careful out here.
Yeah, you can change that shit on your certificate.
Birth certificate, yeah. He was bragging about that shit.
You should, the internet is the last place you should be meeting anybody. Because at this point, man, these women, if you got a real one, they're setting niggas up to get killed, they robbing you. So it's like, bro, like you said, this is done, man. Like this shit, everything about America is over with, bro. Why do you think everybody is pretty much, to leave America? You got passport bros and all that, because they see it's place is over with.
The only relationship that you Israelite men should be concerned with first and foremost is your how about you know shit. That's it.
Yeah, these podcasts gonna make these bitches listen.
They not.
You know, and Jake be having good points in some of those, but at the end of the day,
It's a demographic.
she not gonna listen to your ass, man. If you high value or not, man. It's gonna take calamity for this bitch to get in order.
Like Elder Yashawama says, nature has to reset for these women to get in order.
That's it, man. Go ahead, Al.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15. I started verse 5. And it reads, Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yeah, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are
So now, the wickedness and transgressions reached the point of its pinnacle, its peak. Now it's time for the Lord to react. This is where we at in prophecy, man. Right? So like we were saying, the reason everything is out of whack and out of order because Esau removed Yahweh Shai out of the picture. The Lord has been removed out of the structure. This is why the family situation is all destroyed. The nuclear family is done. The mother and father, they done. The kids, everything is done.
The fabric of America in every facet is clean.
So Yahweh Shai has to come back and restart everything order righteousness.
We need a great reset, but it's going to be done in righteousness.
Yeah, finish that out.
Sirach chapter 35, verse 18. In the latter it says, "So he hath taken away the multitude of the proud, and broken the scepter of righteousness."
Yeah, broken the scepter. The scepter, the staff, that represents power. The Lord is about to break the scepter of the unrighteous. Right? The powers that be. Go ahead.
"Till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds,
There you go.
and to the works of men according to their devices."
Everybody's going to be rewarded according to their devices, according to their actions, their deeds. Go ahead.
"Till he have judged the cause of his people."
Till he has the cause of his people. See that? Everything that's being done is being done for his people, the Israelites. This is why World War III is pretty much the final hoorah. It's the nail. That's the Lord vindicating his people, man. All the nations that touch the apple's eye. Go ahead.
"And made them to rejoice in his mercy." Verse 20. "Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought."
And Lord willing, hey, we be part of the mercy that's coming to the Lord's elect, man. Lord willing, we partake of that. The cover, man. to have what we need as we go through this this trial that's coming, this time of great testing. See? That's why everything outside of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is irrelevant, man. This is time to put on, man. To put on Yahweh Shem Yahushua in these days right now, man, because it's
How the scripture says, seek the Lord like you did with them. Because once he cut the mouth of the prophet and closed his door for mercy, that's it. Ain't gonna do no more talking. He's covering with the swords.
And also, if I may add, just also say, the Lord have set,
I get it.
and how the Lord said He set order required for thee, choose you pretty much what you like, man. Or else you'll receive, that thing, life or death.
Yeah, I like that. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse, I start at 6. There is also, verse 7. The entrance is narrow, set in a dangerous place to fall, like as there were a far right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only carrying them both, even between the fire and the water, so small, there could but one go there at once.
That's right. So this truth is narrow, man. Right? And if you go, you get to go 1 or 2 days.
If you go to the side, they're going to be destroyed. This is why you got to stay on the straight path. That's right. Yahweh Shai is that straight path. That position is difficult to do because this whole thing is to try you to see if your faith really rooted in Him. Man. What's going to be found out? And a lot of these jakes that claim to believe in the Lord, they really don't. And that's why that foundation is tested. A lot of these people's foundation is going to crumble. You know,
That's right.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 28 it reads, "But as considering the things thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the junction thereof is not yet come." So we're, as the brothers have gone into, man, we're seeing this thing at an exceedingly high rate, man. This evil has been sown and been allowed to grow, right? But the end is not yet come. It says, "If therefore that which is seen not turned upside down, and if the place wherein the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." So that's why we continually come on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right, to destroy this place, man. Right, as soon as possible. We relish in all the calamities that we see taking place, man. So we know that means we're one step closer to salvation, one step closer to righteousness being established in the earth, man.
It has to happen. Okay, that's pretty much you guys over there. Alright, so hey, we prayed all you believers in Yahweh Shem Yahushua were edified out there. We'll close it out by giving all the praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Chadash.
Hey, double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out the labor in the house of David, the elect. Pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you brothers, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.